Elementary heard. Where's the middle? From middle here. I went to Oldor. I was Oldor. Yeah. Yeah, you're to the second place. Yeah. Oh, probably that one. Wait, what year? I'm a freshman. But well, it's our first year, but now it's yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. My name is Riley. Riley? Is it? Yeah, I'm not saying. Hey, I'm here. I know. I'm there. Yeah, I'm here. I was yeah. Yeah. What class is it? I don't know where you're from. You're gonna get it. That's what I love people. What it means. I think it's when they come far, but I've been to them for graduation. Right over there. It's more acceptable. She's probably gone. I know it's really. She's gone. I'm gonna say because she was don't worry about it. You did not finish it. Excellent. No, that was. Something okay. Yeah, but she's the only teacher who lets her for her baby. Okay. Yeah. No, you never had don't let that for me. No, but I didn't know her. I had twins. That's right. She thought my mom's on Facebook. She still keeps that. Yes. Love and blood. She heard me out. No, listen. That's what it is. Sorry, you right. Confusion. A lot of them moved to private schools. Yeah, all their things. We're not tired. We're tired. Very bad right now. Really? He was free. He's just long. Yeah. I need the war bed. I did not know that. That's not crazy. Look, yeah. Hello. Yeah, Jen. Self-centered. Oh, what did it mean? She's on fundraising and partnerships. Right. Yeah. So you can update her. I can. I will make a together in the chat. I make 3. Because the camera was another thing she doesn't control. And we had to figure out her grade. That's crazy. Okay, one more minute, y'all. Feel free to grab some shit and that. Oh yes, I'm letting y'all start over here. Oh, here's the arrow letting y'all start. That's correct. Actually, you can turn it off, not Jane. Hey, that's under the table. Help yourselves, y'all. If there's a chip bag that y'all want, I can take them. Oh. We never got to talk about it. We did not, no. For the chip. You have to tell us, well, you're gonna get there, right? Pardon? I waited for people to come in before. I'm sorry. But I'll try to wait. And yeah, every time I look at it, look at this. See how y'all not where did I don't get to it. There it is. I had started on it and then I didn't know how to answer the questions. Yeah, I got distracted and somebody got bait. Yeah. I do need to send my resume. So I'm not going to never we're talking. And I never thought. Yeah, I did. Then what? Or what? You just don't send it to me. So you have to set up one-on-ones too. I ain't going. It's not mandatory. I see you. Why do you need to? Say actually my resume is the one you put on here. So my resume. Oh no. What? What do I want to see? Oh yeah. Birdie. Yeah, I would have been You'll get to it, Eric. We'll get to it. We'll make her go first. That's how you do it. Yeah, I know it's not right.
Yes, if you want, because it's like you gotta think about the question and bookmark it or start it so you can't like, you won't know. If you do, yeah, me, we'll fit like.
Oh, you switch, so the green. Yeah, so we need to do about that though. But y'all didn't know that each truth has to apply to at least one person in the group and the lie has to be allowed for everyone, just switch it. Oh, there's gonna be a dream that every girl wants.
Maybe I dream, maybe the dream, well, actually, you can figure it out.
Other than. Why don't you know every funny? But I lie for everyone, how can I lie for everyone? Like if somebody said, I have a little brother, my mom is a Capricorn and I studied abroad. And we gotta pick out the lies for everybody, everybody in that group has not been studying abroad, they are freshmen. So that was how it was, how that worked, check out.
Phrasing gotta be on point.
Give them all kind of deal with them. Okay, oh, please.
I'll introduce, you know, I'll say hi.
Hey, y'all. Are y'all in there?
And hold up, I didn't hear about there. I personally don't like the poll, so when I see the weather and it says something that's under my age, I'm just like, yeah, that's totally fine. But hi, y'all, welcome. If this is your first time being with us, welcome. We're happy to have you. My name is Genevieve, or Jennifer Shore, as anything. And I'm the president of the chapter, this semester is IWA chapter. Again, happy to have y'all here. If you haven't already, scan the QR with us on Monday, right? And we love the present. There's also a yellow sheet of paper that's floating around. If you did not complete it the first time, or last week's session, cross your name out and just complete, basically. Y'all need to again, give Eric or Miriam afterward, and we'll get it to you as well. This is our second meeting / workshop. Yeah, I think we're ready to get into Icebreaker. Eric's will be meeting us today, so I'm very excited in what she has ready for y'all. Right. Say, Erin and I have something.
Hi, guys.
Yes. So y'all-
Okay, well, I was expecting it a little bit more crowded, right? How many of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, perfect. We'll do 2 groups of 7, I guess. That's probably the best. Yeah, let's do 2 groups of 7, and we're gonna create 2 truths and a dream. And we'll probably do 3 rounds of this. Just because I said 5 points, because this is so little of us can just do 3 rounds of it. And then whoever gets the most points, that team wins, but we learn things about each other in the meantime. Since it's different, I'll explain it. There's gonna be 2 truths that everyone has to say, and it has to apply to at least one person in the group. So we're not gonna say, oh, Cameron did it, but it has to apply to at least one person in the group. And then the dream has to apply to everyone. So actually, the example was, I have the dream to travel out of the country. Everybody in your group has a dream to travel out of the country, say that, but don't say it's a dream, just list the 3 statements and the other person, the other team will guess what the dream is, okay? So, I'll count on, I was gonna say that. 1, yeah, oh, so go ahead. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You won. One's over there, 2 over there. Wait, one's over here, because I'm over here. Okay, 1 over there, 2 over there. One's over here. Oh. That's to me. What do you want? Well, wait, Cameron. Yeah, so it's something you want to happen. Want something you want to happen, or something you want to happen. I'll come in. Or something you want to. Don't worry about it. Experience. Yeah, dry erase marker. A dry erase. Yeah. Not like things are bringing it. I got a pen and paper. Oh, that works. Okay. Right behind you. Oh, it's good. Yeah. Oh, and it's like 2 teams. No, 1 team. Oh, yes. Team. Let's try not to take too long. It's 5:46, so we're going around. Let's try to be right back out. 4 minutes. Yeah, 4 minutes is plenty of time. Okay. Okay, so do we all say one of you from the one as a team? Okay. But if you want to, yeah. You know, it's kind of 5 talk. It's all one same. Oh, we all want that.
Have we already?
It's okay. Sorry. Yeah. Don't shake your head now. Okay.
Like to be brave.
Now.
I think we thought.
When's your birthday? What? When's your birthday? April, that's precious. I just, I didn't really understand.
It's close to March.
That was my head process. No, that's why I asked, I said, I know we're still over.
Yeah, actually, so there.
Yeah.
Except here. We're trying to decide that applies to all.
So we have to come up with two groups of the group, and then everybody has to agree on the dream, and then they have to guess what is what.
I like dreams that I love you. Yeah.
Maybe she's drinking.
We can be individual truths, but we all have to have like a dream. Well, yeah. Okay, a truth.
Right.
No, we just like, very primary. Are you always brand never? Thank. You have some. Yeah, some of those. Is anyone else just other than that? Oh, anyway. All right. We'll take it back. That's okay. Who likes the 999?
But I think the trigger would be
Everybody go.
So the rhythm has to be like a two of people.
Oh, apply to everything one person of the dream and forever remember everybody.
Right, right. And same with the completion.
Okay.
I think majority wins over that.
So which one?
No, it's a collective.
Like, okay, that's why.
That's my thing.
They have kids, which one is, if this is throwing us off, I will do. They'll be a tricky. I know, I said that, guys, we're gonna need more than 4 minutes. Okay. Let me get this shit.
I think it's like a short term dream. I feel like I just want to go in like the next 6 months. No one about what it's gonna be like. I know.
No, okay, fine, actually, I don't. What is wrong with y'all?
Okay, but I feel like we're really better in actually the dream.
Is it ready to?
Because that's not something.
Yeah.
But it's so one of, so.
Yeah.
True. They know that, when they could see, guess.
Oh, having a try isn't true.
We need to phrase.
Oh.
They're guessing, right, is, yeah, that's like a simply every time.
What if we put up like, they're putting this card in that, I'm sorry, this is just. Talk about vacation. About vacation. Australia. You don't know Australia. I mean, no, it's gonna be a great chance. See, I like the yeah. Oh, sorry, I can say you black. I was in the post. But that's not great. Everybody knows that.
And that's the truth, like.
I don't need one. Okay, so. I made it in that big country and like.
I would say like finish. Well, no, but the same way. Yeah.
I mean, fair enough. Okay. Well, it's. And they have like, say, that brings in seven. He was there. What do we do?
Okay,
Yeah. And you can literally.
maybe we can phrase them all as a dream. I want to own a car. I'm thinking like some big president's list, and I want to travel to out of state.
Okay.
And that way it's like, okay, what have we already done?
Yeah, no, it's because it's staying. I haven't met her. Yeah, everything just.
I guess which one is the collective dream?
I know, that's what I'm saying, to set it up as I want it, that was a little, that's true. Okay, guys, 2 more minutes. Wait, to your house. 2, 3, 1, 3. Yeah. Oh, so you decided to do this. And when I know that's why I'm going to go with oh, tomorrow, yeah. Okay, they're not over for y'all? They're out, no, fine. They'll be good now, yeah, we get it now. Oh. Yeah. Where you stop now. But you need to roll with it. We got. No, if everybody. They all had it, but.
What was your idea?
Oh my gosh, okay. I mean, it's, everyone else wanted to do that. We keep going. It's given we man. That's my confidence level is good. I've been all. All states. Another thing too, I've been to. I've been all 50 states. I've been to 39. Okay, yeah. She's like, I've been to almost every country. I saw Brazil. No. All right, what? Oh, yeah, let's wait. Guys, since you got new people coming in, we're good. Okay, I said that. Rios, no, but you were done right there. Rios, the city. All right, keep sitting on this is it. Right, welcome to the entire. Hi, we're about to wrap this game up real fast. And then. Okay. Okay. The states. I have been to Brazil, I have been to Africa, I have been to the Dominican Republic. What's actually? I have been to Africa, I have been to DR, and I have been to Brazil.
As in like.
No. Shut your mouth. Oh, I already know, baby. You been, I know, I feel like I know where one of y'all been, other than those two. It's. A lot of places.
It's DR, Brazil, and how to go from country, continent.
Sorry, I feel like I'm making the most sense.
The dream, because I bet all y'all in a different country within Africa, they want to go to.
What's the answer, y'all? What's the team answer?
Africa. Africa?
It's the dream.
It's actually the truth.
Yeah, I've been to Africa. I've been to Africa. No, we have not. Yes, we have. I did not know we were the bug. All right, girl. Y'all had, okay. I want to. No, I was to the Dominican Republic and she was to Africa. She. I've been to both. Yeah, she was in Brazil. They live like 20 different places and I've been to both, so.
Yeah. So.
You ready? Sorry. Okay,
All right, now we gotta listen.
okay. Not all of them.
No,
Everything but
just
Brazil.
two.
But everybody wants to go to Brazil.
Okay. I want a car, I wanna be on the president's list, and I wanna travel out of state.
Well, I'm sure one of them have been out of state.
And I'm sure somebody has a car.
Yeah.
What was it? Say it. What was it?
What
I remember one of them saying that their goal this semester was.
I would say president's list. That's a believable.
We're going on the president's
So,
list.
like, there are so many. See, I agree. That should be everybody. No, what's the, what was it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was great.
Like for
Team fun. Just for that, you can award. Yes, we would. Yo. Should have stopped. That would be exciting. Yeah. So on the continue. Okay, go back to your scene. Actually, okay, like. You have that. Oh, Verna, actually, like. Volunteer and member of the city committee, guys. So you don't take all your stuff. No, then I guess volunteer. Hey. You do. I don't know. If you just came in and want a snack, go to grab one. Go grab. Yeah. Marketing and communications, fundraising. It is. Oh, sorry. I'm in junior. No. Okay, fine. Funding committee. You were. Yeah. Oh, okay. I forgot. I thought not later. I know like anybody. Okay. Everybody see familiar faces around the room? Where are you going? Yeah.
It's already being a bit.
Everybody ready? My team member ready? So, like, icebreaker.
If you can hear me, clap one time. If you can hear me, clap two times.
All right. Well, congratulations again to team one. We did that. Now the housekeeping. So we have resumes and one-on-ones. How many of y'all have sent your resume to that email that we put in the chat last time? Raise mine. Raise mine. Raise mine. Okay, if your hand is not raised, you need to send that resume over quickly, okay? Even if it's not what you'll submit to a full-time employer, that's all right. That's why they want to see them, so we can get it up to, all right?
Wait, so I have a question on the resume. So when are you supposed to like hear back from you guys, like feedback exactly? Because I actually have something that in my resume.
You put your one-on-one?
Sorry, say it again?
I put your one-on-one?
Oh, no, I didn't do that. How do we do that?
You can show them, sorry. So that's the pipeline to resume, or sorry, to one-on-one. So once you submit your resume, first line, we'll go to the website, which Ashley is doing right now. I want to make sure I'm going to say it correctly, but I'm pretty sure when you see the full page, the IWN Incorporated, it'll be under. Yeah, under KSU, and then you go to. Yes, press that and scroll all the way down to book your meeting. Oh, wait, you have.
You guys are just.
Yep. Sorry.
It was up a little bit. Higher. Now. Move that right there. One-on-one meeting.
So you use that to book your first meeting. You won't go to public, you won't do that, yet, but you'll do this. Then everybody got that? Okay, first. And that's where you'll be able to talk over your resumes, get the help that you need, fix it up for whatever you want to apply for, most recently. On that note, actually, we'll talk about that. But yes, everybody knows where you need to submit your resumes to.
Cindy also sent the link in the group meet on January 30th, if you'd like to scroll.
Yes. We can pin that.
Resume at biwninc.org.
And we'll just hang it out there. Yep. Any more questions on resumes and such?
Keep that in the chat.
Yes. Okay, moving on to the Valentine's potluck. So as y'all know, Valentine's Day is coming up, and as a community of women that we are, we want to do something special, right? So we want to host a potluck. It's gonna be at the same time as our meetings, literally during our meeting. And we're just asking everybody to go to the site of Genius, which we have a QR code for, and just bring something essentially. So I think I made categories for drinks, desserts, others. Just things that you'd like to enjoy essentially. And it'll just be a great way to, get together, have fun. We'll have some games for y'all to play too as an icebreaker, just so we can learn more about each other and more about our opinions. But yeah, no one's alone. That's a good point.
Like, anybody ready to like? That's it.
Like, you can be in the same room as you, right? You just can't be in the same room.
So we can be around strawberries and not just like. I'll see that.
Yeah, see.
No strawberries. Or-
Okay, we can have
We can have strawberries. But like Aaron most recently brought up, store-bought preferably, but if you do make something from home, just bring like a recipe card, what is inside, that works, so I don't, get.
Don't stress yourself, just go buy something.
I'm sure, I like.
We're gonna bring a fondue pot for chocolate.
They're bringing out fondue for chocolate, there you go. So, that's good, and like I said, Ashley, can you go to the next slide really quick? The QR code is right here, we'll put the link in the group me as well. So you guys can sign up to bring stuff. If you guys don't see an area or you just have a question, you can put it in other, or you can ask me if you don't care, and I'll let y'all know.
What's in the confirmation sheet?
Sorry?
This in the confirmation sheet. Would I like a list of things that they were friend?
Oh,
If it's a friend.
mhm, okay,
If you really can bake, please bake something. We're expecting you to bake.
I'll be baking, yes.
And Kayla will
I
also.
don't think she. I can't.
It's resumes at, I didn't.
I think y'all some separate roles. I love y'all.
It's resume.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I think. You made me a honey bun?
Girl, I actually need to learn how to make it. I told my boyfriend. Anyways, so, we'll put all those inside
I
the,
didn't get it, sorry.
you didn't get it? You're welcome. Okay, we can go back real quick. I think we have a couple more things to hit on. Yeah, so we talked about resumes, one-on-ones, book them, downside potluck. We'll send all those links in the group chat. Student conference, which we'll get into, I won't talk about it much here. The KSU Day of Service, which we touched on a little bit last meeting. Raise your hand again if you said that you are able or willing to attend.
Please explain one more time.
Yes, so it'd be March 28th from 9 AM to 1 PM. KSU has this whole day of like volunteering and doing community service, like as a community. So I think faculty, staff, students, they all get together and you're able to book a site. So I think they call it adopt a site or like volunteer to like help out with the site. So there's a whole bunch of them. Some of them like they give transportation for and then others they don't. So it just depends on what's open still and what like availability there is. But they gave us the offer of not only adopting a site, but also having like a group together for like a contest type thing. The winning prize is like $100 to go towards our food budget. So that's why we're trying to see if we can get a group together to whether that's adopt a site or just go and volunteer somewhere and go all together, you know, at the community VR. So yeah, raise your hand one more time.
So would we have, like you said, would we be doing one, like I have to be there for my sorority, but I don't have to be under them.
Okay.
Like if we're like doing it,
Mhm.
then we're at different places I can go, but like if we're doing one, I have to go there.
Officially, I think it's like registration, so I think it's like, what I saw yesterday was like, if. Just putting us down, so once we give them like, hey, we're gonna have 15 people come out, which would be the limit or the minimum that we have to be able to enter in that contest. Then when you go in to register, hey, I wanna volunteer at this place, while it might not be with us, you're still down with us, if that makes sense. So that- yeah. So more time, hands up, so you can see if we meet that 15 minimum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 5, 7, 8, or 9. Okay, I think we had 6 people in the chat.
7,
7 people? Okay,
not including us.
9, oh, okay, yeah. So I'd say go into that poll. I don't think it's ended yet. Amira sent it a couple of days ago and just hit yes or no if you're able to help out between those timeframes, and then we can start figuring out how we need to apply and register for it. So I have to let them know by tomorrow.
We'll give you guys just a second to do that, because that's full real quick in your group, we do that, so she has that information.
Yes, so then we can see what like sites they still have, if I can go and find a site for us to be at, one alone, even if some people are not able to be with us at that site, still put our names down, be in the running for something. Right? You know, we are right.
Okay, so we found poll.
I got it. Amir, do you remember what day?
Oh, February 2nd.
Oh, John, what are you doing? And I'll let them know.
Those who are not doing the poll, who's tired?
Yes.
We.
We said, oh, I thought it was a question, not the truth. You said,
Y'all, so I got my wants. For the most part.
I was gonna ask how
Oh, yeah.
was your weekend?
So it was amazing, but I was all tired. It was awesome. I have some video footage, Lake City has some. But the girls were beautiful. We had 17 debutantes and their escorts were the junior ROTC guys and they were in the dress blues. They looked real good. Cindy actually taught them the things and stuff. So it was put together very, very nicely. And then my want was for Saturday to come and go. The Saturday came. And then my other want was to see them say, see the planet. You know, trust. And then the other one is vacation, I'm planning the vacation.
very good. Okay, and then the last one, y'all finish up the poll? Okay, the last one, actually.
So, as we prepare for our next workshop, so we have this one that we're doing right now, which is our Spirit series. Our Soul series is next. It starts at the end of February, I think. But we're gonna be going through this book. It's called The Hacker. So I suggest that you guys get this book. It's optional, but for you guys to get the most out of the workshop, we would like you all to get this book. It can be found at rimpublish.com. It's an ebook version and a hard copy. $12 for the ebook, $16.99 for the hard copy. And then we're just gonna be going through different things. So the author of this book is gonna come and introduce the hacker to us, who that is, what that looks like. And then after that, we're gonna be going through specific parts of this book. Some of you already have it, this is somebody here. So yeah, I'm excited about it, but just to prepare for that, you'll have a few weeks to get that book if you want. And then, yeah, we'll get started on that. Any questions?
Concerns? Questions? Okay. We keep pushing them. I'll sign up one more time, and for my business folk, we have an opportunity. So I went to this conference this past year. It is the National Sales Network Student Sales and Marketing Conference. I am not a sales or marketing major, I'm a management major, but like I said, for my business majors, this is a wonderful opportunity for y'all. So essentially, it is a student conference where you guys are able to meet with employers, talk to recruiters, interview on site, have that opportunity. There's also an awards dinner and then also a opportunity to win $10,000 with the team for a sales pitch competition. So business majors preferred. Other majors are of course welcome to apply, but I'm not in the medical or the healthcare realm. So having the opportunity to network and talk to people, always beneficial. But I know my business people value a good connection, right? Juniors and seniors preferably. I don't think anyone's a 5-year MBA or master's over here, but these are their graduation dates. And then the only application requirements are a resume and an unofficial transcript. And I think there's just like a short place, like 300 characters. That's like why you want to go to this conference, essentially. I think that's basically is, it's also all expenses paid. So you're gonna be in Atlanta from those days up above, talking to recruiters, doing all the stuff that I just told y'all, competing and connecting with other people. I'm actually, y'all squint, oh, that's not me. This is me. That's my ball day right there. So I was there, it was a wonderful experience. I'm also a student ambassador for them this year as well. So sharing this out is kind of my job as well. There's only 3 people from Kennesaw that came, me included, so gotta extend the olive branch. The deadline for submission is February 20th, so if you're gonna apply, right? It's always good to get your stuff in early as opposed to, wait later on. And I think that QR code will take you to the website. Yes.
Do they have this every?
So it's every year. Yes. I think this was the one I went to was maybe either 3rd or 5th. Definitely not like new. It's not like a very new thing. But if they have a ton of partners, if I felt like it, I would have added like the slide with all our partners. I interviewed with, or after the fact, I spoke with Cintas there. I interviewed with them. I also I spoke with PNC Bank. I interviewed on site for Molson Coors beverage company. There's a lot of like sales technology places. So think Johnson & Johnson, TEK Systems, Gartner Consulting, just different things like that, right? So it's a good way to network, research about different companies, get your name out there, which is always important in your networking. Like these are students from HBCUs all across the nation, schools all across the nation. So it's a wonderful opportunity. Yeah.
Just to say, this is huge, because you want to take advantage of the stuff now. When you get out of school, you're gonna have to pay for this. This is paid. But when you go to places and try to network going forward, most of the time, there's a fee associated with it. So you want to try to take advantage of these opportunities now. And again, like you said, these people are from all across the country. You don't know where these students are gonna end up. This is a great way to network. 10 years down the road, somebody might be a CEO of a company. Just happen to have them in your phone, text them. All right, but this is how you make these connections now. Doesn't seem important, but it is important. So.
Definitely. Like they have like levels to it. So they have like the young professionals board. So like it's like a pipeline from student ambassador to white young professionals and then like NSN in general. So they're also able to join the actual chapter organization too. So like I said, wonderful opportunity, pay attention to the deadline and let me know if you have any questions. If you guys want to see pictures from my time, hear about my experience. Even pitching in front of, like, I'm talking like the real people that are from those companies. I can tell you all about that. Unfortunately, I'm not $10,000 richer. Unfortunately, but it was a wonderful experience, like I'm saying, and you meet these people, and you know them for life, like Ashley said, they're in my phone now. My team, I still talk to them, we follow each other, we're hearting each other's LinkedIn posts and stuff, so that never goes away. So, yeah, any questions, concerns?
It's also something that you put on your resume.
Oh, yes, of course.
Any questions? What's something about food?
Oh, like, I'm excited. What y'all bringing me? Girl.
That's it.
Ooh, anything.
Like fried what? Ooh. I did.
Okay, so before we go any further, we have some swag bags to give out. But before we do, Riley, I'm gonna put you on the spot. I want you to introduce yourself and tell people the major, what class you are in. So I'll introduce kind of first. So this is our 2026 cohort. This is everyone. This is Riley. This is our newest member. The last member, there was some confusion. She's with us now, like she should be. So Riley, I'll take it over. Okay.
My name is Riley. I'm a psychology major, minoring in business management. This is my first year here, but I guess technically I'm a sophomore now. That's a recent development, so so that's new. Yeah, I met Aaron at the involvement fair, and I heard about what you guys were about, and it sounded pretty cool. So thanks for having me.
Here. So we'll get on to swag bags. Raquel. Did you know, why are you? Come here.
So again, if you guys filled out the application, you put your shirt sizes on there, so we'll do a group. I think Cindy already did the group order for the shirts.
She did?
She did.
Okay.
She put it on the size before she.
Naya?
I put it in the.
Naya?
already. No.
Yeah, that's not how you spell it, but it's in the same way on mine.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Basically, typo glitch. That's how it's right.
Oh,
Right.
so she's not here, she's not here, no problem, and then Friday, come grab yours.
Oh, hours. Oh, yeah.
It's all right. One second, I got it. Here you go. Okay, but we'll get on to the regular scheduled program. Let me know if you have any questions. And we're going to-
Okay, so before I get started, I just wanted to remind you guys, it'll be the last week. So you are currently in your committees, right? That you joined last week? Yeah, all right. Look around, if you see anybody missing, that was here last week.
Yes.
All right, this is your opportunity to reach out to your committee members and say, hey, need you here. All the work that you don't know. So today's gonna be pretty much a work day. The goals that you created last week, we're gonna work on the plan for, that you guys have an early goal that you need to meet so that you can present in a few weeks, all right? So today is going to be a work day. So make sure you remind your committee members, they need to be here, so that you guys can be for the segment together. And everybody should be able to help you. It's gonna be important. These are skills that you're gonna need in order to take into the workplace, because one thing can't, all the stuff can't fall on one person, right? It's a team effort. All right, so I'm going to pull on some of you all that were here last week to help us recap this, all right? So we had several foundational scriptures for this particular series. I'm going to read these three, and then I want someone to tell me what Cindy said in order to link these three together. Hope y'all took some notes. But as it is written, I have not seen nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which God hath prepared for them that love him. For since the beginning of the world, Men have not heard nor perceived by the ear, neither have the eye seen, O God, beside thee, what he hath prepared for him that waiteth for him. And the last one, if ye love me, keep my commandments. How does say anything? What does she tell you all to kind of pay attention to when you're reading scriptures that sound the same?
Verbatim. But I remember it was along the lines of her saying that the Bible was repetitive in a sense of like, it would repeat the same sort of messages or themes rather across different, books and such to kind of show that. I don't know how to word it, but I guess to show that even though they were different people and, times and such, they were still all experiencing the same glory of God and, the experience. I remember her saying something.
That's true. But what did she say specifically about when you see a passage like the first two and one word is different? Like, for example, you see love in this one and wait in this one.
So is it like loving him and waiting for him? And,
Look at that.
hold on. I don't know if it was like the gist, she was saying like love, waiting for it, right?
Okay, I'm gonna take a shot at it. So what she was getting at is when you see similar passages in the Bible, when you look at them, there's one word that's different, you can get a deeper meaning of what the Lord is trying to get across to you from these scriptures. So if you look at the first one, that one has love and this one has waiting. So basically you can say those that love the Lord and they wait on him to understand what he has said about what he desires for them to do, then those are the ones that keep his commands. Right? So she tied them all together. That makes sense. Y'all remember that? I don't remember that. Y'all, you're gonna hear it again next week. I'm gonna ask you the same thing. Cindy, are you on? Can you talk? Do you remember that phrase you said?
Hey y'all, can you hear me?
Let me turn up the volume. Hold. Okay, go ahead.
So the first scripture is in First Corinthians in the New Testament. But the second scripture is in Isaiah, which is from the Old Testament. And so when prophecy goes forth, it repeats itself. And you might see the same scripture or the same format of a scripture in both the Old and New Testament. But the change out of the word gives you a better meaning of what the word means. So if you were looking at the first scripture and you just saw love, you might think, okay, well, I love the Lord, so, he'll show me the things that he has for me. But the Old Testament shows that waiting is the same thing as loving him. And so when you do the definition of waiting on him, it means actively seeking him. It means finding and searching for him in a practical way. It's not just a feeling that I love him, so he's going to show me these things. It's now I have the deeper understanding that if I wait on him and I seek him diligently, then those things will be revealed to me. At the same time, other scripture amplifies what love means. Whatever the world tells you love means is different from what the Bible describes it, because he clearly says loving him means obeying and keeping his commandments. And so the tying of these scriptures together is what helps you know what God means by the words that he's using, as opposed to what the world teaches you these words mean.
I didn't. And who took some notes? You just, okay. All right, thank you, Cindy. Cindy is out because she has. But she sounds like that. We're praying for her speedy recovery. All right. So after that, we went through that last week. We got into our committees. You guys remember this? So this is committee 1. Whose initiative is this in committee one?
Sorry, this is ours.
That's
Watch their engagement, yeah.
Can you read your challenge prompt again, please?
Design a recurring volunteer project that becomes a signature service initiative for IW. Project concept, annual calendar, or volunteer roles. Did I take a picture of everybody? So I can see it.
Okay, initiative 2.
Create a peer mentorship structure that empowers returning members to support new cohort participants. And the potential deliverables for that is peer mentor role descriptions, a training outline, or a leadership.
Okay, and then committee 2. Raise your hands, mark over. Perfect, okay, so I want to read, for initiative 2.1, the challenge prompt, please.
Design a semester. Okay, design a semester-long social media plan to grow IWN's reach, engagement, and member recruitment. Okay, teacher deliverables. Oh, content calendar, post template, and platform-specific strategy, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok.
Right, initiative 2.2.
Develop a storytelling strategy that highlights member success, mentorship, impact, and outcomes. Deliverables are story prompts, testimonial collection plan, and impact storytelling framework.
And then committee 3.
Okay. For our challenge prompt, design a signature annual fundraising campaign that reflects IWN's mission and can be repeated each year. And then for our deliverables, campaign name and theme, target audience, giving tiers and goals, and launch timeline. For the second one, for our prompts, create a structured alumni engagement plan that keeps graduates connected and contributing to IWN. Deliverables, alumni mentorship roles, giving back pathways, pathways, and alumni spotlight strategy. Also, I just made a whole new topic in the group chat, so all the links and things can be in one place, so y'all don't have to like scroll. So if I'm missing anything, let me know, but hopefully that helps a little bit.
So what's the objective here? We want to clearly learn how to define a measurable goal. So goes back to kind of what we talked about last week. We always hear this term SMART, but this way, when we do it like this, we're putting it into action, right? We're actually applying it to a goal or something that we're trying to accomplish, right? So you clearly define a measurable goal. You're going to create a realistic action plan with timelines. You're going to identify resources, stakeholders, and support systems. You're going to anticipate challenges and plan solutions. And then you're going to present a compelling plan with confidence and clarity to your peers. All our peers. And then if you click that QR code, you can see how this translates to your resume. So you don't do stuff here just to be doing it. We want you to be able to use it on your resume to show forth that you have experience, right? Employers love this type of stuff. It shows that you're good at working at a team, which shows that you're good at coming up with a goal, and then you know how to create an action plan to reach those goals. That's what you're going to be doing on your job, for the most part. All right. So here are the deliverables for each of you. High level, you're going to create an action plan. You're going to develop a presentation and present a pitch. So you guys kind of went through this last week. We went through this whole thing. You guys remember this? All right. So here's the recap. So you find the goal, and then Cindy gave you guys a formula of how to like break it down, right? So number 1, what exactly do you want to achieve? 2, who is involved or impacted? 3, how will success be measured? 4, when will this be completed? And then 5, why does it matter? And so she gave you this formula to try to plug in your information and answer these questions. So you got in the groups last week. You came up with your goals. You thought about it. Is anybody willing to try this formula using what you came up with last week for your group? Anybody at all?
It can't be worse than my first one that I tried, so.
Anybody? Anybody come up with a goal in your group? Okay, so that's part of what you're gonna do today then, because that's what you need in order to do the next. All right, so the next is to develop your plan. What does that look like? So with your defined goal statement, which you have not come up with, you will need to do that, and then you will create milestones / benchmarks that can be used to measure progress. Then after that, the next step is to create smaller tasks that will progressively move you to each milestone. Then you're gonna organize those tasks by priority and dependence. So then after that, you move on to establishing clear instructions. Each task should have a clear owner, deadline, and success definition. And then you're gonna determine the needed resources. So what do you need in order to get this done? So here's a note. This process is twofold. So you're actually creating the plan, you're devising a plan, and you're figuring out how you're gonna complete your project in time for the presentation in 2 weeks. This is reality. But you also need to develop a plan as if your initiative is gonna be rolled out next semester. Does that make sense? It's twofold. Y'all got it? Somebody looking at me like, girl, what are you talking? We're gonna get there, right? All right. That's what. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Genevieve, can you please get with Riley?
Yes, ma'am.
Any questions?
Oh,
I love you can't.
Yeah.
Like I either doing on my.
Now you let me see.
So I prefer.
Yeah.
Next week, oh, yeah, well, oh, it's a big work. I can watch, so I'm gonna have fun.
Do you remember where number 2 is from? I was like,
So if you haven't yet created your goals, it's doing this.
they were super. Wait.
We have
Okay.
classes.
Y'all want to ask like actually.
Oh, I know.
And they asked about the session. So one dress.
It's,
11.
But that one of the. For.
Yeah, I didn't really believe it. Yeah.
Who else in there?
I'd like to say just send me a.
We're right. They were there.
Yeah, actually, I remember. It does bad, everybody. I wouldn't be very.
They were in trouble.
Oh.
I'm.
Yeah, I thought she might.
I don't know if they want to.
Oh, yeah.
So.
I was pictures, so I don't have to close to shit. I was cute. I got artists.
You guys
Essentially, like, here and there, make sure no.
Oh,
I'm like that person. They're all different. People like that. I thought one of us went every
Oh, I thought what they said was like, we are going up against each other, they're going up against each other. Yeah. Yeah, that will actually work. I will return on it. Yeah. So no matter what, someone. Never mind. Yeah, yeah. Everything else about it, they actually. Are you making it work? Also. But. Well, but you've been on that one. I'm gonna be guy.
And just to know, the more you get done today, the more fun you can have.
Oh, wait. Last year. Yeah. Yeah, who's back for the, everybody knows what he.
What's your game? Like your first one.
So y'all's is fundraising. Fundraising is virtual, or it should. Signature annual fundraising needs. Focus on increased cohort revenue stream. Challenges to design a signature annual fundraiser information that reflects IWR mission and can be included each year. Potential deliverables and engaging target audience, giving tiers and goals and launch.
Those two. Everybody will have it.
Are we in there?
Yeah. Within the.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you, what is on your?
Right.
The only
difference is make sure that
We have one.
we have one, so making sure that it's
Do y'all have
something that.
Yeah, I think I had like some.
Existing, I didn't even. So never go back. I'm just gonna send both ours to compare.
So.
Like, so, and that's where they are. Theoretically, everyone in IWI was here. Anyone can go into this, first, it being private. And anyone could go into it, but no one wants to.
Okay, so we don't.
I doubt it, because they have one on the.
I've got a lot of in conversations happening.
Okay, no. I said. I said something. Well, I'm looking at the.
It's like waves and hours and hours.
Everybody, all these works made it.
Right.
Oh, are you right? No, there. Oh, they better be made up for.
I'd like to one by.
What we're wanting to do. I mean, yeah. I'm on the bottom.
Sorry, I thought I was by.
Okay, and we want to know, so really about, you know, that's just not against, we figured for the one. Because they have, they have something for like, they are actually, like, Oh, or you know, I think it's something that you got months on. So they have been, so they have the special news part. They get events like community service. And she got it. And also. Like a long line. He's like. Other than one long line. Back now. Oh, wait, you meant hard to do when you're talking. Yeah. So I think.
So I don't know. But we can go.
Okay, so to take care of the same.
Things I need are or color shaping. I'm just an actual artist, it's like a pastel. It's kind of like similar to that. That. Oh, I'm just gonna say, I thought it took a year. I want to say that. You had. And then. I'll take her here and. You know which one. All right, so. Yeah, they're gonna like. Those issues. I don't think that's kind of my idea. But that's always. Like 30 million hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like the first thing you're long term, alumni, sometimes that's. I was trying to say what you know, people have a lot of time. I was like, while they're about to what's it like, measured by. So it would be I will, and then for alumni. Okay, why and the end. So that's something really like that's kind of already. Yeah, cool. Okay, and then four. How is there? It's very professional. But it's just like, so, like, city of there. Teacher recognition, but all you do is how many alumni on their side you go students so that actually went to like that maybe students but that's actually invite okay that's it's running and it was for an hour yeah and then I get you they provide we cover pointers and then we'll be like, oh, I'm gonna say it's all of them. Yeah. Oh, like, see, you're supposed to get that.
I mean, it's not magic, but.
You think probably just not gonna go.
All the answers here, just have to actually find forgot about those. Oh, you will. Achieve long-term. Money useful is whether community service. Wait, like, well, we can, like, we're gonna stand by. And then one should, right? Yeah. So that was the also. Yeah. Definitely.
Anything like how long survives.
Oh, yeah. But, you know, of course, games, yeah. So I will
Okay, so. Yeah.
Okay, what y'all?
Following on.
We're not starting there.
Yes, sorry.
Okay, so, like, so we got an alumni, theoretically, let's say, yeah, the date that it might like, theoretically, we think. So we're not, like, we're planning.
That what I'm planning is potentially rolled out next semester. So that should be kind of like your date that you have in mind. Like, everything from down next semester. And then everybody explain.
Right, so the.
I have a really good example that I want Erin to share with you all, because they got it, right? It clicks for them. And then the way she's gonna put it on her paper for her group is she's gonna put her challenge prompt, she's gonna type it out, as it is. And right under it, she's gonna type that goal that she's about to tell y'all. So read the challenge prompt first, Erin.
Okay, the challenge prompt was to create a peer mentorship structure that empowers returning members to support new cohort participants. Right, so basically like getting people more comfortable in the club. And then our action plan is we will achieve smoother integration into existing tight-knit relationships within cohort members by creating theme icebreakers, small groups, and intimate connections between new and returning members. This will be measured by consistent attendance, participation, and feedback sheets by the end of each semester. We see a need for this as we want to build a community where people congregate out of desire and not obligation.
That was the challenge prompt and then the goal. Let that goal come to the.
I just still maybe. Like I say, exactly what we're going to actually do.
What
you need was in some.
Chat today.
Like I say.
Some stuff, if we can, roll it out now, we'll roll it out now, like I say.
So even if it's not, it's the one that is. Right, so the land, oh, we want to, you have to do this by, it's like this, by.
It's very clear what it's on. And I was like,
So I don't, so I'm not.
I just memorized it. I didn't even like something. Oh, no, it's, wait, you're in it.
But. So you.
Cleaning is. Oh, yeah, okay, okay. Oh, yeah, but it's okay, no, but it's great, yeah. Okay, delete it. Put that on your social care document.
Right, so. See, there's not to say, oh, she said, oh, that you're not. Have something, you have to give something too, you know, so you have, not to say you have millions of dollars, but it's. To them, you have to get $1 million plus, out, right? I think I learned, so, keep in mind, y'all, they're seeing. That's all. Right. I don't think people are hearing the, oh. So, like, I'm gonna go over, first, lowers look like ASN. Here, is, they do some other things. They do not, yeah, they do have tools for their organization, but not everybody can. Oh, okay. All are okay together. So I think that's might together. Okay, reward right. Something that's that's a fundraiser. Right? I think it's just recently like Sparkle. So of course, you got your page is still you got and they sometimes you're and then okay, question now, okay.
No camera, thank God, but the good thing is like, help the need to like, so makes sense, yeah. And it's like, all our classes building each other down that, and then like, our major classes. So I'm kind of like, I'm probably
just know that partnership usually sharing whatever we get.
The prompts or the, like the layout of like, I was using it, the layout, okay? I never even had something, but I do, so like, all over, you have to, you know.
Yeah.
It was like, right? I thought it's because I was okay, I feel like I will achieve that's the expert. I will achieve like separation to existing type relations. Okay, that's what you see. That's otherwise I'm gonna put there in that way. You know, the same thing like you feel like where
nice ones, live
Right.
and be helped.
Right, now we're.
Yeah, so like, you gotta say, so we can start, it's all right. By the example. So somebody tells students, in February, this is pretty, I'm gonna get, that's like saying, but that's exactly.
That's not even gonna say.
We're all in the time.
And then.
The first item is yeah, you read it together, that's a long event. I mean, I speak it,
Appreciated by people, that would be around.
right, by creating things, icebreakers, things like that.
Okay. You can't, we gotta make our purpose.
But it matters because.
And then just people make it to work. We don't have one, so we got still inside. Oh, it's. I thought you like, well, we already did. But probably.
You're just making the.
Yeah, you get it.
So it's just like, you know,
She's. Oh,
She's saying they want the, what we just work on.
oh, never made it. That's why I said, good job, made it, saying, look at these meetings, yeah, and then she does, I get the pictures on, just read that, and your other thing, she marketed, and I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of like, she might.
Oh, within the.
It's actually, I said, yeah, she has a class during the time, so. Okay.
Just go to the
she knows the Lorraine.
Fear.
Even though we both read, like, I'm glad so they are.
It's so for y'all, you created your goal, you're gonna restructure it to a close.
Okay, this
And then you're gonna create milestone benchmarks that can be used for the progression of the, hey, now, like.
Okay, yes.
Okay, then. Oh, yes.
Okay, because I'm just saying, like, every time you always be like.
Each milestone. So you say you guys wanna post content 2 to 3 times a week. All right, that's an overarching idea. How are you gonna create the content? Who's gonna create the content? When you create the content, or do you create a map or the fun? How are you gonna set it up? Is it gonna be automated? Like create these. I get you to that whole, creating girl posting content. Right? Y'all get that? So you're creating a content using each milestone. And then organize that by priority and depend.
So, goal, that's it.
And then y'all can set what your structure, so, okay, we have our plan, so posting this content, this day, and so we're done by this day, this person's gonna shoot that. Now you need clear instructions. Okay, you're gonna go to Canva. Or you're gonna pull, you're gonna ask those that collect the content information, and those that information on you. People with people that are volunteering, and you need all of this information sent to you by this day. So then you can move forward, creating that content. By this day, get more, make sense?
Yes.
Right, creating tab and you're going to, so that you hit each one of your. Y'all, we not playing right. Small, get it? Pretty big, all the way down to small.
We broke it down into like, we got a lot of ways out, one of which is. what the-
And then you gotta determine needed resource, determine needed resource. That Canva is that whatever you need.
Information's major, all right, writing all the answers.
Does that make sense, y'all?
Yeah. 5 people, guys, bring the revenue code notification. Here, right? Yeah. Okay. And they're online, so I know that we all check, so I have to kind of use one. This, family, 9 times, but he was one. Yeah, because you only got each other. So I just said, I never know something. Not that. I was raising how to core this organization. Right, but This is where we decide. Is it just that I don't know what we can do by. Or do something in exchange.
Maybe it was like a day in a life.
Posting. Mexico is working. I don't know. Impact.
Like.
From them. And I, we have. So involved using those involving. But everyone in order. They might not think you're using. There's no.
Are we solving?
All the. No. Yeah, the ring violence. That impacts on the.
Yeah, we did. I finished care about like the. Yeah, now you're that. She started this is what she's doing now.
I didn't know if that was part of it. Or if it was.
We just talked about, we talked about before we even came up with the. She said, I mean, you're actually. But it's like, exactly, this is what I meant.
As you're calling, like, reading.
She said, yeah, that don't ring a bell.
I think it's.
Yeah, I don't, it wasn't like, when I had like, we're not.
I'll say the quote. I was making sure we're on the same page with that.
Yeah, we got. So we can kind of like say that for a back. And then those are whatever I need. Maybe. Together and stuff would be pretty right. I think. Like stuff like that. Then there's stuff like, yeah. Yeah, or we could do it prior to this and then whoever takes it. And then, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because we're all gonna be working on that.
Yeah, so yeah, that as well as the water.
So I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can. So long as we're near the church. That's it. I didn't have. We started with being ready for the entire. Or no, okay. Yeah.
That's what I think we should make it very. Yeah.
The Thursday is Thursday, the baby.
Yeah.
So wait, but I know I gotta make it. I can't remember anything.
So I'm not.
It's really fun.
I don't know. I feel like I got on. What is it? Everything that's playing.
We're going up with. They're
Yeah, right, it'll need to be a good, or I think. Yeah, as opposed to come in and do this, it's not just like. Say what? That'll be us. You have to look at it. Campaigning,
And I think you have it in city, you have, everyone got things from the start to the second process.
Giving time goals.
She should have asked me.
I mean, it's no, yeah, that's one. So how would you act like the team? And walk one.
Yeah.
Together, that whole of bridge. I've already talked about. I think they have giving gifts to one person can be in. That's another, so that's why I'm saying, like, depending on what you're thinking of the campaign, that depends, that. It's going to be an event, a workshop, summer camp, like, we're going to do this. We'll try to figure out. Is it-
I mean, I'm really bored. But I'm writing, may not be.
I read this. Tell y'all this in that chat, we didn't make it for no reason, right? Oh, make sure y'all add me to that, I'll just group me, my name is.
I was that, I can do it nice.
You guys,
I mean, I'll be.
so this is the one.
Oh,
Y'all can just add me, because I think, hey, this is what you're doing here. So, if you guys understand where.
Go get something. I'm gonna go. Okay. All right, I'm like, yeah, girl, that's your dinner. What? Can't tell.
She wants to. Okay, so I'm taking, ask questions to me like, so, let me know what y'all think. I'm saying,
Because I had to get right the motion for it. Wait, we will say right at the round marks.